reppin' UK.
Yo, it's the underdog of the underground here, Krash Williams. And right now, it's time for a broken silence. I had to say that because they don't know. So ride with us till it's all over. This beat is heavy. Sorry, I mean, this guy has chronicalized the game. And right about now, I'm counting my blessings. In front of me is a legend, Harvey.
What's going on? When did you write that? Last night?
I wrote that today, actually. I was only told yesterday that.
I actually like that.
Yeah,
I was thinking this guy's quoted all our career and all our songs. And that was like a cheeky 8-bar, really, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you done it in presenting terms, but you kind of like kind of spitting. I like that still. That was different.
Good. I'm glad we've got. But how you doing, man?
I cannot complain, brother. I got health and strength, man.
Good,
you know what I mean? Still here.
Yeah. So briefly, like, what's new with you? Because obviously you've got your career spans like 15 years almost. You know
Crazy.
what I mean?
And then, like I said, including the underground, you're looking at 21 to 22 years.
Exactly.
So it's like, listen, for you to be relevant, like I said, 18 to 20 years later, you got to thank God and count your blessings. But that's also that's also a lot of hard work. You know, every member of So Solid worked extremely hard to be in this position, and to make it easy for the new bucks that are out there doing it now. Do you know what I mean? Now they realise how hard we worked. Do you know what I mean? But they still got a long way to go before they get to this level.
For sure. Which leads me to my next question. Obviously, you're a pioneer in the game. You know, you've earned your place, and it's solid. It's been solid for a decade.
For a long time.
You know what I mean, a very long time.
Yeah.
Do you feel like So Solid as a collective, or even yourself, gets enough credit for for making that blueprint, or do you feel like it is enough?
Yeah and no, but I don't really focus on that because like I said, you got to be comfortable in your own skin. You know, I do feel there's a part of the industry that kind of, they're happy that we're not around because they know our impact. You know what I mean? They know our impact, but at the same time, really, it's because they're fans. And they would want to, have achieved what we achieved and kind of been, remember, we're powerful as a collective and as individuals.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not really a person that focuses on negative stuff. So at the same time, I'm not, it's only one So Solid, mate. We had no one to look up to. You know, we started it. It was hard graft. It was blood, sweat and tears, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And at the end of the day, you got to look at, we turned the negative to a positive, and it all started from a council estate in South London.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Limitations make you go for what you want.
Don't make excuses, man. That's what I say. Don't make excuses. You can achieve anything. That's why I don't like it when a lot of the youth now, they act like they're hard done by. But I've been to countries like South Africa. I've been to India. I've been to Sierra Leone. That's when I realized, howdy buddy.
The body fine.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, see, West African brother like me. So my grandfather's Sierra Leonean, but when you go back to countries like Freetown and places like that, you realise that we're very fortunate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so don't make excuses. Stop using your colours as an excuse. Stop saying that we've had it hard, because if things are hard, what do? You ring up the job centre and they pay you £70 every 2 weeks. Try and do that in a third world country. Do you know what I mean?
For real. Definitely.
We got to start being grateful out here, mate.
For sure. So, with your career spanning, 21 years, how have you adapted from, dub plates to MP3s?
Easy, but obviously I don't like the way music's serviced now. Do you know what I mean? Because it's kind of killed record sales, and I'm honoured to say that, collectively we sold like 3 million records collectively, and to say that people went and bought them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, there was no like...
Artists ain't even doing that these days.
Of course they're not. You're not sitting there with your iTunes voucher, putting in a code, and then it burns into your iPod.
True.
It's good for me, not my age. So I'm like, I'm not going to leave my house and go to a store.
Yeah.
The service and the music and that. You remember them days, when we brought out records, we used to have record sign-ins where there'd be crowds of our fans at the record shop, at HMV, queuing around the corner, and that buzz, and you're doing in-store sign-ins, and it's kind of killed that. I like it. That's why I like when Giggs done his campaign and he made an effort to do in-store sign-ins of his album.
Yeah, and they kind of they tried to shut him down,
but he still turned up. You know what I mean? Fair play to him. But I like that because I was like, you know what? Giggs knows his history. Definitely. He knows his history, and he took it back. You know what I mean? He wanted to be personal with the fans. You know what I mean? And I respect people like that.
So that's really important to you.
Very important, because at the same time, people like you that bought our records put us where we are. And if people didn't buy the records, I wouldn't be living in this big house in the countryside, would I? Do you know what I mean?
True.
So you also got to know the core of music. You know, every like whatever it is, 99p or whatever it was then, sold was a contribution to your career and your success. You know what I mean? So to influence a mass amount of people, never abuse that, my brother.
I hear that. So you won an award last year for Best Live Performer at the Bass Music Awards.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah? So, all right, so what's the 3 things you need, like, in order to get amped, like, before a show?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally. What do you need?
Like, my main thing, you know, as anyone knows, I just need my Guinness, man.
Yeah.
Like, just need my Guinness, innit? Like, as long as my Guinness is on
punch or
nah, just straight
Guinness?
No, you know the Nigerian one, the import one? Yeah. I go in hard, mate. 7.5 in volume.
Yeah.
And the main thing is just like, it's more like the ambience of the venue that you're doing. You get a lot from the venue, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with me, there's 10 people or there's 100,000. That's the most I've ever performed in front of. I'm a performer.
Yeah.
And I don't believe, the only one thing I honestly say to you, the new generation ain't seen really no one that's an amazing performer. Like, when you see social members perform, you're like, this is a problem.
Exactly.
Like, you know how Mega Man goes on.
Yeah.
You know how Harvey goes on. You know how Asher goes on. You know, we've all got styles.
Definitely.
I always compare us. I always say it. I said it at the O2 last year when we sold it out and the boys was laughing.
Yeah.
And I said in the change room, I said, we're like the Avengers of music.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's a different character.
Yeah.
So
and you're all strong on your own.
And we was all arguing, so man was like, no, I'm Iron Man. We was all having an argument what characters we were. Who's Iron Man? Who's Hulk? Who's this? And everyone come to a thing.
Who are you though?
I think they called me Iron Man because if you look at Robert Stark,
Tony Stark,
sorry. He's they said because the women thing, because he gets loads of women.
Yeah. He's a playboy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a playboy.
Yeah.
That was like, cheers, boys. Yeah, because he's a bit crackers. That's my character.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then we had loads ones, and we was like Asher's Hulk or something. I can't remember how we put it all together, but it was we had such a laugh, like talking about it. But that's the way I look at it. You can't mess with us when it comes to performing. Like, everyone knows even when I was doing shows 4 years ago in Ibiza with the new artist, no artist would come on after me. They was like, I'm not going on after her. No way.
Shut it down.
No way. Like, because by the time I finish with that crowd, they're soaked in drink. My top's off. I've skydived in the crowd. Like, what are you going to do after that?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And no one
you can't just be like,
no one can perform like me. Regardless, like, I know my ability and I know what I can do. Maybe I'm saying I'm the best lyricist, but you can't put on a show like me.
You need the energy. You need that
there
crowd participation.
This is UK Full Stop, playing the greatest to the latest in UK urban culture. Thursdays, 10 p.m. to midnight on Westside Radio.